What's up, Toychanic fans? Had to take a night off, but I'm back with part 2 of the crazy McFarlane mod extravaganza. We got a lot of these to cut. A lot. So, this will be fun. Baby to the top. Razor blade method. Always fun. Always fun. Gotta be careful. What's going on, Samurai Chris? Alright. As always, I'm gonna take out a fresh blade so we can get this thing going on. Gotta heat these babies up. See where I can put some more light on the matter here. Got this sick Ninja Turtle shirt from Loot Crate, but I've lost too much weight since I put my order in originally. So I need mediums now. So this is a large, but I tried shrinking it. It's not too bad. It fits, I guess. It's going, man. I've been, gosh, I was tired last night. Had to deal with a doctor phone call and all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, I meant to do this last night, but better late than never, I guess. We'll keep these babies up. What's up, T-Dog, man? How you doing? Hope your day was good. Yeah, these are some thick thighs. Way thicker than usual. I almost didn't buy this Azrael, and I got him in my hands, and I still wasn't convinced, and then Walmart had they dropped all the figures down to $15 that were there, so I figured, well, I'll go ahead and try it. Let's measure this bad boy up. Luckily, this is a clean sculpt on here, so we can kind of cut wherever we want to. Well, not wherever we want to, but you know, we got a lot more room to play. A lot more room to play. I think I'm gonna go here. I think that looks safe. That's about where I'd want it. So we're gonna cut straight down. We heated up the leg. God, it's such thick plastic. And don't forget to move. Sometimes you gotta split that piece right there, just in case. You can see right here. See if I can show it to you. Move it a little bit. There's a little shred of plastic right here. It's not bad or anything, but that's what can happen when this lip right here, God, I got a nasty hangnail right there. Whenever this lip catches, so whenever you're pressing down, it's good to kind of spread these out a little bit. And this has got some janky plastic on the inside. See right there? Huh. I think I've seen that before. It doesn't surprise me, but there we go. Yeah, that was a great spot to cut. And it's crazy, man. Sometimes these can be a little misleading whenever you go to cut, and a lot of people do diagonal because they're trying to cut. I guess they're trying to cut flat, but you kind of have to move the leg like this. You want to cut flat along this piece right here. Yep. Oh, T-Dog, are you kidding me? Oh, man, I need that Triceraton 2-pack. Oh, it's the Roadkill Rodney one. I have one of those. I don't know if I need more than. I don't know if I need another one of those. It'd be cool to have more Roadkill Rodneys, but I don't need more of that general. I need the 2-pack Triceraton 2-pack with 2 of the Triceratons in it. That's awesome though, man. It's rare to find those. It's rare to see those. My wife, man, we had a crazy experience with the NECA deal. I was on the lookout for the rock soldiers, and we were at work, and I noticed that I was like, oh man, there's a they're available at a Target, and it was about, I want to say it was like 30 minutes away, so it was like just enough to like get on the lunch break, right? So we go to this Target, and of course I can't find them. They're not there. And I'm like, they gotta be here. They say they're in the back. And so my wife goes, and she's like, well, I'll go ask them. And so they're being like really weird. Like the employees are being strange about it. They're saying like, well, it's saying that it's street dated, but it's like, maybe it's just for ours. And I'm like, no, they don't. That's not how that works. So my wife is like trying to find them and stuff, and she's like a hard case when it comes to this stuff. Like she will get what she's after, you know. And so she goes to the front of the store, and at the customer service desk, and lo and behold, she asked the lady, she's like, hey, do y'all have these? And the lady's like, oh, actually, yeah, we do. There's 3 right here at the freaking customer service desk. Like, there's just all 3 of the rock soldiers just happen to be in the front. So my wife, she's like, can I buy one? And the lady lets her buy one right there, straight up. Just buys it, and we leave. That was it. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? That's insane. It was insane. Oreo Omega just got paid for my first Toychanic job today. Did that Flashpoint Batman hype mod I showed you on Instagram. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations, man. Right on. I love that. Cool, dude. I like hearing I like that you're getting into that. I like that you're successful at it too. That makes me even more happy. How cool, dude. It's cool because like a lot of times people are like, well, do you know anybody else that does this stuff? And I don't know anybody else that just does repairs. I don't know, because there's some jobs that I would love to refer to other people. There's a guy hit me up today about the an 18-inch Spider-Man, the old Toy Biz Raimi figure, and oh man, I don't know. I don't want to do it, but I don't want to turn it down. Like, I feel bad for the guy, but it's like, those are the worst. The worst, worst, worst. Those are the worst kind of plastic. They're hard to, they're almost impossible to crack open. And man, I had to fix one for a lady once for a kid. Otherwise, I would have turned it down halfway through. It was one of the ones that almost beat me. And I say that Shockwave was rough, but at least I was happy enough to send him back. I was like, cool. And I had to send the Spider-Man back, and it was fixed. It was just a nightmare, man. I had to fix the, yeah, I'm going to send you on my Transform. Oreo, get ready, man. Get you some Transformer repairs. You're going to be so happy that you jumped into this hobby. So excited. No, it's really cool, man. This is a really good one to start out on because, honestly, with the McFarlane mods, it's not real difficult. It's just, you know, some people either A, don't have the time, or B, don't have the confidence, or just, you know, don't want to wreck a figure that they've, you know, might have overpaid for. Because these things can get kind of expensive. I know that. I do have a guy that was on here that said he's going to sell me one of the crows, the Robin crows, for $30. And I was like, well, that's pretty good. And I told myself I wasn't going to buy that figure, but since he's selling it to me at cost, I might pull the trigger. I just want to get stupid with my money right now because somebody else might have found me the Thomas Wayne Batman, and I'd rather have that than the Crow. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just buy both. Like I said, man, this is like just the only things that we have for DC collectors. Rocker Josh, listen to any Garth Brooks. Nah, man, I was listening to my music knowledge just failed me. What the heck was his name whenever he changed his look? You remember that? Like Chris something. That's what I was listening to. Keep this leg up. That is a weird angle. Chris Gaines. See, I'm happy and sad that you know that so quickly. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Chris Gaines. Chris Gaines. Remember the name. Knocking this out for a client and then knocking these out for my collection. Bada bing. Those were dark days. That's funny. Man can't even sing country music without changing it up. That's how it goes. Alright, so there's two pair of Azrael legs, done and done. Hoping I can knock this job out tonight. Get these sent off to him. Let's do some. Oh man, yeah, in honor of freaking amazing. Oh dude, actually I've got that figure. I need to do that for myself. Takamura. Yeah, dude. We're super close, man. We're like less than 4 hours away from Cyberpunk. Just sitting there. Just sitting there on my PlayStation screen, just waiting. Just waiting to be played. Ridiculous. Let's see. Good screwdriver. These the Cyberpunk figures are dope, man. Especially this Takamura and the Johnny Silverhand. They've got those cool rubber torsos, so they've got mad range in the articulation. Pop that off. Do these at the same time. Oh, I didn't take out the freaking pegs on this one. Heat these puppies up. Crew Maru 2077, baby. There's rumors of like multiplayer coming in the future. That'd be dope. Whew. I have more control done with just my bare hands. Now I have built some special like deals that I had before, like a little template essentially out of wood, and basically I used a bandsaw to cut me a nice little slit out of it to where I could. It was just basically a guide for my razor blade, but I just found that it was easier to do it this way. The issue I ran into was using it for like oh, what was it? The dark side from DC Icons. He is a big boy, and I had to build like a special one. I had to use a special razor for him too. Basically, I had to take like an entire X-Acto knife out. Not an X-Acto knife, those box cutters. It was kind of a blade like that, but it was like a giant razor blade. And I had to set it alongside, had to heat up the leg, and then cut it through. And luckily, the leg was hollow. I've actually got pictures of that on my phone still. That was pretty crazy. But basically, what I did was I set up a. I used to have it here. It might be at my other station in town. See if I can't get this out. Try to use my pick here instead. Here we go. Come on. Hey. Gone. Yeah, basically, so what I did was I took a board, like so, and then I took about, I was probably half an inch width pieces of wood, and they were the length of this, and I screwed them into the wood so they couldn't move, and then I took a bandsaw basically, and I cut slits in it, and so those slits right there would allow, like you could move, we could move the pieces wherever I needed to move them, like slide them basically. And so you could fit the leg inside, and then you could just follow the lines down that I cut with the razor blade. But after a little while, you know, you start kind of getting the edges, and then it's not cutting as even. And so I just prefer using my hands at this point. It worked pretty good for what it was. Do I think the Cyberpunk fig of Johnny is worth getting? Hell yeah, he's cool. I've got him. It looks just like him. The only issue that you run into, and my friend Clayton actually fixed this, but his silver arm isn't double jointed, so you can kind of cut that off and make one yourself, really. Especially since it's robotic, so you can get away with, you know, using more geometric shapes than whatnot. But he's badass. I would get the one though that comes with the. I don't know if they both come with the guitar, but get the one that comes with the alternate hand. There's one that comes with a bag, a duffel bag that looks pretty cool, but it seems like for the same price, you can get a better one. I think the other one's better. There's nothing different about the figure at all. Just the accessories. So the one with the extra hand, like doing the horns, like that's the one I would suggest, just because I think that one's pretty cool. T-Dog said he did the thigh mod while on his white knight, but purchased a blade holder. I cut myself a long time ago and very cautious of razor blades since I still had to finish without the holder, but the majority was cut. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that works. Definitely works. Since this baby's already heated up, and these seem a little shorter, I'm going to cut right here. That looks good. I think that's going to do it right there. That's what I wanted. Yep. And this is my personal one that I'm trying this out on first. Boom, pop that in. Oh yeah, that's a nice long peg too. Yeah. With that cool down a little bit. Do you think the Red Hulk and green can be modified for more ab crunch? Man, the issue you run in with that is that it's easier to do on the McFarlane figures because everything's hidden and underneath. With this kind of an ab crunch. Oh wait, no, this is kind of the same, huh? Yeah, you could probably give him more ab crunch. You're gonna have to crack this thing open though. See, they're not built the same. Like the McFarlane figures, you can heat up because they're a softer plastic and they'll pop right out. This right here that's hard. That's hard plastic. So heating this up, you're risking a lot. What I do in order to crack these open is I go under right here. So you can see there's a seam. Yeah, you can see that seam right there. And so I'll go through, let's see if I can get this in focus, right here. And usually that'll split it open and then you can kind of work your way around. And if you cause any physical damage on the bottom, no one's ever looking there. You know what I mean? Like, so it's more hidden than anything. But yeah, I don't know how this is. I don't know how this works either. I don't know if I'm assuming the peg comes from the bottom, but sometimes the peg comes from the top. So if you were to crack this open, you might still be in a predicament where you gotta hit. You know. I don't know. I'm interested. I wish his. Somebody's telling me this though, and I agree now. I wish his. Because I'm a butterfly joint snob, man. I have to have them. And I love this flex right here. I love this jump. But then when you go forward, nothing. You just can't go forward. So, I mean, it's better than nothing. But you can just see all of the ranges right here in the back. All of which... That's something I'm working on right now, is how to add butterfly joints to figures that don't have them. And I'm a fan of taking basically old designs and utilizing those old parts into new figures. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to doing that. But we'll see. Oh, snap. Casting Cave's in here. Casting Cave's been working on some crazy stuff lately. That's who I need to have on here is that. I need to figure out how to start doing guests like Wade. It's weird though for me because like what I'm doing here is I'm doing the I'm here to teach while I talk. And I think if I have somebody on here, there will be no teaching, which I'm okay with. Me and Corey can talk. We literally can talk for freaking hours about nothing. So that might happen soon. Corey says, improve it. I will. Yeah, I'll just do that with that time I don't have. I always get those ideas where you're like, oh man, I should do that. I should do this. And you don't have time for it. Oh man, Billy Moon's here. I knew you'd show up, Billy Moon. Yeah, so the only other thing you can really do with the Takamura here is, and the same thing with Johnny Silverhand, is you can pop the head off and we'll add more articulation to the neck. Right now he's actually got pretty dang good articulation that looks down, but we can make him look up further because this collar isn't going to hinder it that much. And yeah, look at that. Sometimes they're just that soft. You can just pop that right off. And I'll show you how to do that. I use the burrs personally. So I have two sizes that I have here that I prefer to use on my for my mods like this. I've got a medium one and I've got a large one. And generally I'll use the large one for the waist mods, which would be this fella here. And then this is my medium one. So I use this for the necks because you can see here's the neck peg. It's just a little smaller than the actual peg. Not the ball, but the peg. So we take that. And for those of you who've never seen this or just want to see it again or have no choice because that's what I'm doing, I'll show you. Do you think we'll get a new DC game announcement at the Game Awards? I'd like to see more footage of the ones that were already announced, personally. Oh yeah, once Cyberpunk comes out, I'm out of here. You guys will never see me again. That is really hot right now. Let's not do that. I'm going to come in at an angle. And the front of the neck doesn't really need it that much. And I usually cut like a small notch out of the back. Not a huge one, just a little. Sometimes I've gone a little further in the past, depending on the figure, if it covers it up or not. And then you can take your razor blade and kind of lightly scoop out the areas. Sometimes there's some leftover plastic or whatnot. Let's see if we can't get some of that out of there. This plastic's extremely soft. It's not rubber, but it's like it's pretty close. Try to get some of the excess off here. Cut this out of here. Yeah, I know. I love the King Shark figure that came out. I just would like a better one, like that had that Red Hulk movement or built on that gosh, I know they're different companies, but that video game Abomination is one of the coolest large figures I own. Just the movement alone is amazing. I don't like the head sculpt, but oh, Corey, that's what I need, man, is a freaking Abomination head to put on that, like a good one. I don't have any of my old Abomination figures anymore. I just have that new one. Yeah, Billy, you know, Mod, there's, you gotta, you know, I bought action figures. I didn't buy statues, so somebody's gotta, you know, get these things in order. So now the head looks down that far, which is literally as far as it can look down, and then looks up crazy high as far as it can look up. So, and all it took was a little notch. Yeah, I thought about the Select. I don't own the Select anymore either. I got rid of everything. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I ended up getting that Build-A-Figure because I kind of wanted some of the figures from that line, and I really enjoyed the game. But yeah, the head on the, I don't like what they did. Like, I like all the designs in that game, honestly, except for the head on Abomination. But the figure is crazy cool. Like, I'm very impressed. Because his articulation is awesome. It's the problem you run into using these dang rubber crotch areas. Sometimes they're kind of wonky. Flip this back out. The leg isn't going in the way it's supposed to. Come on now. That sounded like a thigh peg that just decided to take a walk. Yep. Come here, you. Yeah, dude, the Abomination body is awesome. Like, it's really, really cool. It's just like I said, Don't like the head. I prefer those old like fin ears. Like, what's his name? We had a discussion on this. Like, what is it? Chod from the Starjammers. Man, why won't this go back on? Gosh, these freaking crotches. Look at this thing's just. There we go. Oh, no wonder. Good lord. Yeah, these things are crazy, man. Like the way they're built. So it's all rubber up in here, which gives you a lot of range. But trying to put this thing back together is, because they don't like. I don't know if for anybody that's messed with these things, they don't attach permanently. They're not glued in or anything. They just move. It's really an interesting design choice, but. Oh yeah, we are long overdue for a new Doc Samson. Way long overdue. Gosh, these are gonna fit really tight when they go back on, which is good. But dang it. Usually not this hard to get back on. This is the first time I've ever had to struggle with like the getting the legs back on. Ugh. Okay. It's this floppy. Everything's rubber. The Tyberell version. That's funny. Because that's what everybody wants. There it went. I think. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's fun to like. I don't know. Me and Marvel Legends we have a back and forth relationship. Generally, if they've got like some like decent butterfly joints, then I'll grab them. Or if it's the nostalgia aspect, then I'll grab them. Because like that Rogue and Gambit that just came out those were great. They're nice looking figures, and they're good updates for the ones that I had in my collection. So that's always a plus. If it's a good update for the figure I already have, then definitely gonna get it. But Rogue is this big step up. God, that Rogue is a giant leap from the old one. Cool. Takamura is set. God, can't wait. I just can't freaking wait. Very excited. Alright. Let's do another Takamura. Throw some legs on the ground. Heat these babies up. There we go. That's so funny, the Tyberell. What an interesting role for him. When are we going to get that Eric Bana Hulk, though? Doing all those ridiculous Fox figures, man. Are they going to give us the Eric Bana Hulk with those stupid Hulk dogs? Gives that crazy old Nick Nolte tree. And I think Ruffalo's good. I think if Edward Norton wasn't such a little pain to work with, I think he would have been probably brought back. I wonder if he regrets that. I bet there's a lot of like those mistakes where people like didn't think nobody would have thought that turning down a superhero role or just pushing that to the side would come back and bite them, because it's like, for the longest time, superhero movies were just superhero movies. It is crazy to see where they're at right now. Oh man, that is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I kind of like Ruffalo in it, man, because I don't know. I guess he's chill. I wanted Steve Buscemi. That's who I'd want for my Bruce Banner, but a younger one. Even current Buscemi would be fine. But Ruffalo cracked me up so much in Ragnarok that I was like, all right, I'm on board. I think that's when he finally sold me. Because I'm not really, I'm not a Hulk fan, so it's just whoever plays him, plays him. But Ruffalo's a good actor, so he definitely brings a relatability, I guess, to the character. Did I see Amanda Seyfried's comments on her passing up playing Gamora? I didn't. What did she say? I didn't know she was... I didn't know she was supposed to be Gamora. I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she didn't do it, though. Oof. No, man. Zoe. I don't think I could have taken Amanda Seyfried serious. I wonder, what did she say? That's got me interested, though. Ruffalo is more nutty professor. I guess. And he seems pretty chill. I don't know. I thought watching Norton, which I don't hate Norton or anything. I think he's a great actor and whatnot, but he almost seems too serious for the role. Like, I don't know. They need somebody like him. Bring him in for somebody that needs a little more range, I would think. He's so intense. A little intense. Oh, lighthearted compared to Norton. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the one that they wanted for these movies. It was more of a lighthearted Hulk. I think that's why it didn't work out with Edgar Wright for the Ant-Man movie. He wasn't really... He had his idea of what he wanted to do, and then Marvel had their idea of what they wanted to do, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Because Edgar Wright is amazing. I was really excited when I heard that he was doing Ant-Man, and then he got booted out, and I'm like, ugh, so sad. Yeah, right? Yeah, Norton had that Hulk movie where it's like, hey, maybe these can be good. I just remember seeing Iron Man in the theaters and just being completely blown away by what I just saw. I was like, man, how, I liked Iron Man, and, read the comics and played, when I was a kid, I played Iron Man Exo Man of War, one of my favorite video games. And I don't know, man, just seeing what Favreau did just completely blew me away. Completely blew me away with that one. And here we are. And now he's doing Mando. trying to explain the Lucy. Explain the end of Lucy? That's hilarious. She becomes a computer. Done. Can't get into the Iron Man movies. I really I really like 3. And a lot of people didn't like 3 at all. I thought it was fun. It was fun to see like a new Lethal Weapon movie. You know, with Shane Black directing. I was like, this is awesome. I was there for the fun. Go. What's up, 209? Yeah, I think Cap had the best movies. Problem I had with Iron Man was Iron Man 2. The only thing I liked about Iron Man 2 was it was a good segue, but Sam Rockwell, man. Give me a Justin Hammer TV show of him like just providing arms and making just different weapons, and because Sam Rockwell was not used to his full extent. See, Don, that's how I feel. I thought Ragnarok's my favorite, Winter Soldier's second. I love the Ant-Man films as well, and Doctor Strange was fun as hell too. Well, that's crazy because a lot of people like either you liked Iron Man before the movies or you didn't, and even though like Iron Man was the best thing to ever happen to Robert Downey Jr. and vice versa. Robert Downey Jr. was the best thing to happen to Iron Man. It's crazy. Oh man, I love the first Captain America movie. That was awesome. I remember I took my mom to see that one actually. Me and my wife and my mom went and saw that at one of those places where you can eat inside and like you eat or whatever. And we had breakfast. It was like an early showing, so we're eating breakfast. I'm sitting there eating freaking like eggs and pancakes, watching Captain America. I'm like, this is amazing. This is the best. That was super fun. Golly, look at all these. Let's see, which one's mine? Those are his. These are his. I haven't done these before. Oh, RDJ, and man, freaking Robert Downey's best movie is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. In my opinion, that movie is amazing. Hilarious, too. God, it's funny. I think it's still funny, though, like, the best moment for Hawkeye in the MCU movies was the first time we saw him. It was just his silhouette with like the what was it in Thor or Thor 2? I think it was Thor, and you're like, oh, it's freaking Hawkeye. And then ever since then, I'm like, he hasn't done anything. Crazy. I guess so. Whenever you've got like a movie with like a bunch of people, like, yeah, dude, Joe Johnston's amazing. I love his Rocket. I went back and watched Rocketeer not too long ago, and it still holds up. The only thing is that that one villain in the movie, that big ugly dude, he would have been fine if they wouldn't have made him talk, but they made him talk, and I was like, oh god, no, it looks so bad. Yeah, Rocketeer is still awesome. That actor's great, man. Billy, oh, what's his name? Billy something. He was actually in a show on Sci-Fi Channel called Helix, which I never saw the second season, but I watched the first season and it was pretty dang good. And the only reason I watched it because I don't watch Sci-Fi Channel stuff. Just usually it's just, I mean, we know it is what it is, but it was good. The first season was actually really good, and it was cool to see him. Well, it was good until I think it ended. It ended really stupid, but it was fun to see him again. Like, that was great to see him. It's on Disney Plus too. Billy Campbell, that's it. Yeah, the movie's still super fun. Yeah, I really wanted to like Hawkeye in those movies. I just didn't do anything. I was like, how I can't. Like, I love that Matt Fraction comic to death. That's one of the best things I've ever read. And I'm hoping that whenever they do this show or whatever, that they finally give him just something. What's up, Sebastian, man? Glad you're here. Who's that, Jennifer Connelly? I don't know, man. Bridget Wilson takes my vote. Come on. Gosh, why is this one's being a little punk? There we go. Think you'll have a big role in Black Widow? I doubt it, man. It seems like it's all about her in a prequel. Unless we're finally going to find out what happened in Budapest. Like, it freaking matters at this point. Bridget Wilson was hot in everything and still is. So, there's that. You can actually, oh man, you can actually play as Bridget Wilson now in the Mortal Kombat 11. They put her in there. It's so much better than Ronda Rousey. And she's acting in it too, so once again, so much better than Ronda Rousey. Yeah, these cut really well. Something tells me we're going to find out what happened in Budapest and we're just not going to be, I don't know. Not much to it. You're right, Josh. Any ways to cut the thigh straight? I don't have any tips. I wish I could tell you that there's a magic deal, but take your time, heat it up, eyeball it, and go slow. You know, take your time with it. But what's up, Oscar? Oh, actually, I just did these. I know exactly where I cut these. He said pray before you cut. That's, I mean, that could help. Allow you to breathe a little bit. The only tip I can really give you is that you need to line it up with this right here. Like, line it up flat. Like, with this guy right here. So just cut like that. Right there's your guide. No, I haven't done Grim Knight yet, and I might not. I'm not sure yet. I mean, might not tonight. I'm not sure. I want to take my time with that one. I don't want to rush through it. And currently, these are actually clients come before my personal work. And Grim Knight's actually a personal one. So I'm trying to knock out some client work right now because I have a lot more to go. Getting a ton of Mafex Spider-Man wrists. Should be good. Did I ever try to do Devastator? Not yet. I just haven't got around to him. Like I said, that's a personal one, so. I tend to do those whenever I'm chatting with like Corey, like from Casting Cave and stuff like that. We've got a personal chat that we go through, and usually that's whenever I find my inspiration to do something for myself. Nightwing and Red Hood 2-pack is up for pre-order on BBTS if anyone wants one. No thanks. Like, I got Nightwing and he's too dang tall, and then I got the Red Hood to do one and I'm just not impressed by him at all. I don't know. Not for me. I'm also not a Red Hood fan, so, you know. It was weird, too, to see, like, Todd talking about his, talking about the Terry McGinnis figure, and they're like, yeah, usually they don't do him this tall. We're making him taller. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? We usually don't do him this tall, and nobody does him this tall, but we're doing him taller. I'm like, oh, God, Todd. You get more plastic. People get real excited for Batman Beyond. You get a awesome Terry McGinnis, and it's like, oh no, we're gonna make him taller than the other figures because no, I do not like Red Hood. Ugh. I've liked him, I think, in one comic book, but it's I don't know, man. It's like the writers that try to make these characters too cool. They have to be so edgy, and they have to use Oh, when everybody else isn't killing, I'm killing. I'm using guns and oh, you're so edgy. I'm like, all right, man. You got an attitude and rides a motorcycle, wears a leather jacket. I'm like, I get it. Probably 90% of his fan base don't do anything he does. It's just like I get the point. It's just not my character at all. He's like I don't know. He's like the Raphael of the Bat family, which I'm not a fan of Raphael. Too much attitude. Dude, from what I picked up, Todd said he was making him taller. He's like, we usually do him in this many inches. This guy's going to be taller than that. I don't know. I guess we'll see when it comes out, but that figure looked tall AF. Oh, Danko, sorry, man. I didn't actually post tonight that I was going to go live. I've been in kind of I don't know, man. This week is just kind of, it's dragging on me. I don't know, man. I'm actually taking Friday off of work to just try to relax a little bit. And usually when I do that, I end up working in my room on people's work, and so I'm gonna try to not do that. But I've got a few jobs that need to go out, so it's just I don't know. It's you know, sometimes your boy's got to take a break. This V figure is weird, man. These pegs are hella small. Like super short. You don't have a lot of room to cut on these. But we got it. Man, yeah. Take these right here. I cut like right there. You can see the peg. Don't have a lot of room. Man, that's crazy. What's up, Sebus? It would just be nice to at least get one of these boxes out by the end of the week for one of my clients. Okay, let's see what we got here. There we go. Your spawn thigh mods are sort of crooked. Somebody just asked me how not to cut crooked. Send it to me. My prices are fair. I don't. I really don't. The only thing I could tell you to do is go slow. Make sure you heat up the plastic so it goes through easier. If it's harder, if the plastic's harder, you might end up, yeah, exactly. Oreos, yeah. So you'll see me whenever I get over here to cut. I cut just like this. I hold with both fingers. Got like a hair on my finger. I hold with both hands like so, and slowly cut straight down. I stand up over it so I can make sure that the razor blade is straight. And I also follow this piece right here as a guide. All the McFarlane figures have this right here, this little dip, and it's flat. So it's easy to follow that. For me, excuse me. It's easy to follow for me. And it should make it easier for you to follow. You could technically, actually, if you wanted to, Julian, another one you could do is chalk. Chalk works really well. That's what my mom and my grandfather use on their upholstery. Like, they'll mark it with chalk. Then you can just wipe it off. You can even use like a chalk line if you want, but it might be a little more messy, but you could just pull it and snap. Might give you a little more. These are going to be nice. Yeah, make sure the leg is nice and heated. Also, if you're going to do it, for the first time, try it on a figure that maybe isn't really expensive or hard to get, so you know what you're doing. See, there you go. You cut your spawn crooked, so you just had to buy another one. And I've seen a lot of people mess up spawn. They get a lot of people get too excited and antsy, and they jump right into it. You should always practice on something else. Always practice on something else. Superman's got those crazy thick thighs. It's funny. I see a lot of people say that they bought like a secondary spawn just to try the mods, and I'm like, man, a lot of people out there can't find spawn. Wonder why. It's like you can get. There's a lot of cheap figures though on like Superman, for example. Like the regular Superman might be like $15 on Amazon. You can even find them cheaper than that, but there you go. Pride Shadow. It looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Sometimes it happens. I don't know, Bob. Your thighs were looking pretty good. Alright, so Liquid Momentum got himself 2 Thomas Waynes. Now, what are you doing with 2 Thomas Waynes? Why would you need 2 Thomas Waynes? You always practice. Always practice. Yeah, Spawn's pretty tough to get a hold of, man. I kind of lucked out. I got all 3 of them. The Target, because I just so happened to find them at the store. And then I found the Spike Club version at a GameStop. And then I had pre-ordered the Sword version day 1. And that thing took months to drop. It was insane. How much would it cost for you to do a mod on one figure? Are you talking about a McFarlane mod? If it's a McFarlane mod, it'd be 18 to 20 plus return shipping. And then if it's a bunch, then I tend to cut more of a discount. Like right now, I've got everything I've cut tonight, besides maybe 2 or 3 of these figures, is they're for a client. So that one client, he sent me all of them at once. He's awesome. He's my friend, his name's Austin. He's a really cool guy. And he's smart because he sends them all in big batches. He can afford to send them in big batches as well, so. Well, Liquid Momentum, I would tell you to try it on a less rare figure than Thomas Wayne. Definitely. When are you going to be able to do Arkham Knight Batman? I don't know. If somebody sends me one, then I'll do it. I'm not buying that one. So if you sent 4 McFarlane figures, could probably do that for probably $65 plus return shipping. Oh, those are mine. Ha, those are mine. I don't want to send those back with them. This Batman is cool, dude. I'm excited about this one. I'm going to mod the neck on this one at some point, too. Practice on a Robin Pro. I'm thinking about getting one, man. I don't know. I'm on the fence. A guy has one he'll sell me, but it's like, golly. Okay. What McFarlane figures have you bought excluding Spawn? I bought the Golden Eagle armor Wonder Woman for my wife. I got Katana from Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. Johnny Cage was actually the original test dummy for all of this. And it's also crazy, like I did that on him because I was going to do it for Pharaoh. And or I was going to do it on his spine, and I was like, man, do you think the Johnny Cage is built the same? And he said it looked like it. And the craziest thing about Johnny Cage is that the inside of his plastic legs are white. Stark white. Just started Cyberpunk. Don't tell me a damn thing about it. I don't want to know one thing about it. Because I am dying to get a hold of that. I bought every single one of the Cyberpunk figures except for the second version of Johnny Silverhand. I don't think it's worth the money. Just for a duffel bag with a bomb in it. I bought V. I bought Takamura. I've got... I bought 2 Jokers so far, actually, from... I bought 2 Jokers so I could make 1 Joker. Let's see, what else do I have? I bought the White Knight Batman. Is that what his name is? The Joker from that. I got the Grim Knight. I think that might be about it. Oh, and both Azraels. I got both Azraels. Who else did I get? I think I might have some more. I've got more than I got more than I'm proud of. I know that. They're kind of all down here with my DC Collectibles figures. Yeah, I think that's about it. And I bought Devastator. Dude, the Dune figures look terrible. Those figures look so bad. Yeah, that's a shame. This Batman's nice, man. He's thinner. They look poorly done to me. I don't know. Just the sculpts aren't really, I guess, bad, but those paint jobs look like just like one coat of paint just slapped on there. I don't know, man. I saw all of them and I'm like, all these look bad. But that's my opinion though. Don't stop me. Don't let me stop you from buying figures. Do I have a top 5 figures of the year? Man, I'll tell you who's a contender right now. Big contender is the Revoltech freaking cable. Dude, this thing is awesome. This thing is so freaking cool, man. I love this thing. All this gun like that just all the pieces swap around on his guns. They can swap around like that. These come like the pistols come off. These come off and are replaced by like pouches. If you want pouches in here, both of these guns fit great. He's got 2 faces. These eye effects. The eye can actually move here too if you want. This freaking grenade blaster launcher. This thing is sick. I love it. I love this figure. I just love it, man. I love the Revo line, but this one is awesome. He looks so freaking good. Like, he poses really well. Everything looks awesome. So, I don't know, man. I haven't seen any reviews on him, but I really don't care because he's awesome. The only thing I think that I wanted from this figure would be a regular eye, which his eyes always got that yellow, so I'm like, whatever. And gun effects, like shooting, like blast effects would have been really, really cool. But it's not like we don't have gun effects right now. So, yeah, Danko, I love the aesthetic on these things. But this one, I don't know, man. This is the one. Like, this cable looks so good. He's, like, in the perfect outfit. He comes with just enough accessories. The price point was perfect. Everything about this is really, really cool. So, I don't know, man. As far as, like, my top 5 of the year, I don't think any Marvel Legend would be on that list just because they're Marvel Legends and they just feel like, I don't know. Even though I do like the Sebastian Shaw pack, like, that was pretty cool. But, oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I could give it to any, Marvel Legends. But most of my stuff's probably going to fall in... let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I got. Mezco kind of falls into the to that range for me as well. I'm like not super impressed. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens with it, but I don't know. I haven't been very... just... I don't know. Nothing's really wowed me. In fact, I've been selling more than buying more of them, you know. Damn it, Oreo. No, with the musical Mutagen Turtles. In order for me to own those, somebody is going to have to buy me the musical Mutagen Turtles. And I love turtles. I love them. But, no. Man, I'd have to sit down and think about, like, top 5. That's crazy. Maybe I should do that. I'll do that. Who asked me? Sebus? Thanks. That's a cool... Oh, what are my favorite DC collectibles figures? Oh. Is that a thing? Like, you mean like DC like collectibles? Like the company that's going under? Or... Retro Spider-Man's in your top 5? I don't know, man. He had like that, he's got that Power Ranger articulation. Hush Batman. The cape drops him from a perfect figure. That is it's just too much cape. There's too much cape there to have fun with him, in my opinion. Like, I don't do toy photography, really, so... like I can't. There's not a whole lot I can say about that because I don't do toy photography. So I own the figure because Hush is my favorite. Like, I love that Batman series, and I don't like Batman, but I love Hush. Like, that is a good storyline. And You know, it might go to. I might have to give it up to some NECA stuff. I'm trying to think of like what figure really wowed me. Oh, you know what? Actually, as far as Marvel Legends go, the that War Machine that came out, the deluxe War Machine. That figure is freaking cool. That he was really fun. I messed with him for a good while, just like kind of. I don't know if he'd be in my top 5, but dang, he's fun. Man, I don't know. I'd have to take my time on that one. I love the Figuarts Mando that came out with the child. That's a really cool figure. Man, I don't know. I'd have to really. I'm trying to think because it's like it seems like a lot of the rare figures that I got this year, like I was like where I was really going shooting for them and aiming for them, I wasn't super impressed by. One that I'd never thought I'd get and I'd finally found and got him cheaper than usual was the Punisher with the motorcycle. He's really cool. I just yeah, hey, you know the retro Spider-Man wave is really cool. Oh, you mean just the retro Spider-Man? Yeah, I got a hold of him. He's all right. I wasn't. I don't know, man. He moves like the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers are super cool, but like for me, Power Rangers wouldn't be like all of them. Yeah, I got the entire core team, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like I'm freaking excited about that. That's what I wanted, and I got it. Finally got that dang Yellow Ranger. Oh my god, I was after her forever. Ricky M. I've heard that movie Deadpool is like arguably one of the best Marvel Legends to date. That he's just a fantastic figure. Everybody I've talked to, the only complaints that I've heard that stop it from being perfect is the gun, I guess the gun holsters, and even then you can solve that issue. So that's really cool. I'm trying to think if anything else, man. So okay, honestly, so this is funny. This is not a new figure or anything, but there's an anime, and I don't know if any of you guys know it. There's an anime. It's a basketball anime, and so this there's like a overweight kind of basketball coach, and they have a figure of him. I guess it's a KO that you can get a hold of, and so I bought him because Casting Cave painted this head that I bought, and now I have. This is one of my favorite figures. This is my Frank Reynolds, my Danny DeVito figure. This is one of, and yeah, I keep him like this now. He comes with clothing. He comes with like a little, yeah, you could put him in clothes, but it's Frank. So until I get a polo shirt to put on him, he's got belly hair and leg hair. Until I get like a polo shirt to put on him, he's staying just like this. This is, and dude, Casting Cave, look at this head. Casting Cave painted this head. It's so good. Like, look at that. It's amazing. I've got a few paint jobs from Casting Cave, and not one of them disappoints. In fact, all of these supersede my expectations. It's insane. Just crazy. It's the Trash Man. What the hell is that, dude? It's Danny DeVito. Denko, if you want to sit here and you want to really too tall, bruh, that figure's amazing. Amazing. Would I retire if McFarlane started adding thigh swivel? Dude, I've been repairing way more things besides thigh swivels. I repair all sorts of crazy stuff. I just happened to strike gold with a simple idea that I've been doing forever, you know? No, I won't retire. I'll keep modding and I'll keep repairing. Because I guarantee it, even if they add thigh swivels, those figures are still going to break. Oh, man. Okay. A lot of pieces to this. Not going to make him shorter. I'm leaving him just the way he is. He looks great. Yeah, that's my issue, Ricky, is like, yeah, you get that, like, what's aesthetically pleasing to just kind of pose once and put on the shelf, and what's straight. Like, that, for me, if I'm going to vote for my favorite figures, it's got to be something fun. Like, it needs to be stupid fun. Like, that Cable figure over there is fun. Something that I can't seem to put down. That, to me, is, like, figure of the year quality. I have a, what else did I have? I was messing with something the other day. I think it's the problem is whenever you get so many in, and then, I did get the Dragon Ball Super Trunks. I know that's not new or anything, but he's really cool. I've been after that thing forever. I'm not even a big Dragon Ball fan, but I like Trunks a lot. So, that was really excited for that. I think the Black Series Star Wars, the original, the first Mandalorian that came out, is really awesome. Is really awesome. 209, that's what I'm doing right now. Is the Grim Knight. Ori Omega, what figure could you not put down? I want to know. Musical mutagen Raphael and his... Oh my god. Ah, get out of here. You're a clown. His keytar. Oh my gosh. This guy. You're ridiculous. So this is like such a weird... Man, I mentioned this last time when I was looking at this, is that these thigh straps are not even. Yeah, I got rid of the... Yeah, I took the pouches off last time. I'm going to put a sheath that actually works as well on here. So that's gone. But that's another thing that I have to make sure works. So I might actually... I might put that on via magnet, which might require some sculpt work in here and whatnot. So... Gosh, this one's tough because... Yeah, just trying to figure out where to cut it. It's crazy because like the belts go like up kind of sideways. Like you can see that this right here is not straight. You can see it just kind of goes up higher and keeps going up. So the option, and then there's also a little pouch right here that's sculpted in. You can see, let's see what's getting there. So you've got this pouch that's sculpted on, and then you've got very little real estate to work with if you were going to try to get the cut somehow in between here. And then even then, if you were to try to cut it through here, I guarantee you, if you cut straight, you're going to cut through your cable here. This might be one of those ones where you just can't get a straight cut. Or if we, now that I look at it straight on, I think what I'd have to do is to cut right here. Right above this, like the buckle on the, yeah, right here. Trying to make sure it stays in focus for you. So you're going to end up with a pretty high cut. I don't want to cut there though. The more I look at it, the less I want to, well, trying to figure out if I want to do it or not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to break the mold, and I feel like I'm gonna have to, just because. Here's the issue that we run into. It's this right here. The fact that they sculpted this so high up. And you can see here, like, this one's got enough room. I'd say this one right here. Oh, hang on. Let me not get confused. This one right here has the room we want in between where the peg would enter here and then down here. This is great. This would be a perfect place to like cut, and a little higher would actually be all right. Here, Man, it's like, it's almost like we have to cut below. And I'm trying to see if there's like a happy medium that I can cut below this one and above this one. Or, no, I was going to say, or cut in between the, man. This is bothering me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut, so I'm going to cut above this one that has more room here, and I'm going to cut below this one right here. Let's see what happens. Place your bets. Place your bets. Interesting. Make sure we heat this one up really well. Really well. I want this to go as smooth and fluid as possible. I'm going to try to get this right on the belt. All right. This is going to either work or it's not going to work. Put this hair back here. All right, so we're going to go in here. From the bottom. I'm going to try to get right on the bottom of this belt, as close to it as I can. I need my light. Hurry before that dang thing starts cooling down. All right. So, here's our first cut. See, we cut right here. Let's see if I can. So we cut right, I mean it, right on the edge of that belt. There's none showing here. We cut right on the edge of that baby. Let's see what happened. Josh Smith, dude, if they made Condiment King and like Kite Man in a 2-pack, I'm on it. Oh boy, that, oh, look at this. Not too shabby so far. Now this right here, we're gonna have to figure this out. What you would do is I'll show you. You'll cut the bottom off of this. You'll cut the bottom piece off just so it sticks in. We'll probably have to add some stuff in there, but it will keep your deals on. We might actually have to incorporate some magnets in here, but right now, this is doing exactly what we want. The question is this one gonna come out right? I think since this one came out right, then I think it's gonna work. I think this is the way to do it. I'm very happy with the way that turned out, actually. That's the one that I thought was going to be the troublemaker, because this other one here gives us way more room to play with. And I'm going to see if I can match the height so we have even cuts. See if we can get some even cuts here. So this one's kind of tricky over here. Is that it goes up a little high. It might. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. So if this is cut here. Dang, it seems like you would want to actually cut. I feel like I want to cut in the same spot. It almost feels like you want to cut in the same dang area. Like right here. Man, yeah, I just don't want to cut into this stinking. Ah, man, let's see what happens. I don't want to cut into the pouch. So I'm kind of going against what I said I was going to do here. And I can't see the other side either. Yeah, so I ended up cutting into, so I cut this part and we stayed straight, and this is proof that right there, we cut right into the belt. Straight cut, but we had to cut into the dang belt. Man, I didn't want to cut into the belt, but it's a straight cut, so I can't complain about that. I wonder... Let's see what it looks like. I think I'd just rather have it even. Let's see here. Kind of looks cool with the yeah, so you run into like, it's kind of interesting the way it bends now, because it almost looks like you've got every angle now there's a piece of the belt. I think it's kind of like a happy accident, honestly. I'm not mad at that. I thought cutting through the belt was gonna like just kill it for me, but it doesn't at all. And my thigh cuts are, man, they're even. These are so even. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I think, yeah, so that I was wondering how that would work, and I think because the sculpt is just so dark, and that having this strap over here just doesn't mess with it a whole lot. I honestly think I might fill this stuff in right here with sculpt, and then be able to put a sheath on the outside. Yeah, I like it. I'm actually happy with that. So I'm good with that. That's cool. I was yeah, when I cut through it, I was like, well, dang, that sucks. I was afraid, but I was turned out good. So yeah, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna take these. We got to add the pouches back in, right? Yo, Rob Zombie, what's up, man? What's up, cousin? And you can look at that. You can see just how much junk was in these things. So what I'll be doing is cutting all of that out, because clearly we can't put these back in because we had to cut halfway through them. What I want is I'll fill this with sculpt, and we'll make sure that, it splits evenly. And then I can paint that, and then we can put either a piece of metal. You might actually be able to put like a piece of a screw right here sculpt over it and then put a magnet in this, and it just, or I could put a magnet inside of here. That's going to be for another time, though. I'm interested to see where that's going to go. See what happens. I own all the Borderlands McFarlane as well, except for I skipped out on the dang claptrap with the wizard hat, and because I didn't have cash at the time, and so I missed it, and I can't get a hold of that one. But I have every single NECA Borderlands figure as well as like every claptrap, the Jacobs, the blue version, the regular version, the gentleman claptrap. I love them. Yeah, Josh, that's my cousin. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, I need to. So now I've got to add articulation, or add range to the rest of these figures. So that one's mine. Takamuro's done. All the legs. Batman. Johnny, Joker, Azrael. Whew. Yeah, like I said, my only complaint about Johnny is single jointed elbow on this arm. But he can hold his guitar right, which is pretty cool. So, and if you wanted, you could take these sunglasses off, and his eyes are painted underneath, so that's really cool. I think I'm going to have to heat these up. Sometimes you can pop the heads right off of these guys, which is kind of wild, but nope, I'm going to have to heat these up. Yeah, I don't think I could brag about being friends with celebrities. I could never be friends with a celebrity, I don't think. They don't have friends. I'm kidding. Am I? Celebrities aren't allowed to have friends. I had this Sarah and John 2-pack and I put it back, man. I was like, ugh. Too expensive for something that I'm just not that attached to, unfortunately. Come on. Ah, dang. That don't want to come out. Okay. God bless. Didn't want to come out of there. What do you call a cow with no legs? I don't know, Julian. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Hang on, Julian. Julian asked, "What do you call a cow with no legs?" And his answer was ground beef. Thanks for that moment. I just appreciate that. Oh no. Julian, you gotta stop while you're ahead. Here we go. Coming in with more jokes. What do you call a cow with two legs? What do you call a cow with two legs? Julian, I need the answer. We're all waiting. His internet died. And that's it. Oh, I remember that, dude. That Mattel Voltron was dope. I couldn't get it. That thing was expensive. God, it was expensive. I wanted that so bad, man. I love Voltron. Love it. God damn it. Rob. No. Dude, boom, burn. Dang, still have the box too? Dang, boy. It's crazy. Yeah, I wanted was the one with all the pilots and whatnot, man. That thing was cool as heck. That's why I want that I want the new Ronin Warriors, but God, they're like $150 a pop. Like, I might spend that for Sage, just because Sage is my favorite character, but kind of fun that I'm actually like customizing a V figure right now. Mere hours before Cyberpunk is playable. I can tell you this right now that, like I said, I asked the CEO if I could take a personal day on Friday. He said, that's fine. So Friday, I'm going to be playing Cyberpunk. And after work tomorrow, I'm probably going to play some Cyberpunk. Or do some more repairs. We'll see. I got to get some. I can't just ignore that I have all this stuff here, but you know, got to take some time for yourself. Dang, look at the articulation just added to this thing. This is crazy. Watch his neck. Crazy. Right? Yeah, it was just sitting there, man. Rob, it was sitting there on my screen. Just, this is how much time you got left. I'm like, oh my God. I checked every day, too, for like updates. And every hour I was checking for another update. I was like, I swear, if this thing's got another freaking update. Tell me, Chris, what do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. Yeah, it makes sense. Because it'd be leaning, I get it. Man, this plastic is thick, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. No, it's your girlfriend, Julian. I guess my cousin was right. He's always been the smart one. Remember, folks, 11:30 show is different from the 9:30. Don't forget to tip Julian. Silverhawks would be cool, man. Super 7's just gonna get all of that stuff, man. Damn, boy, he thick. That's a thick ass boy. You gotta say it like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead, or it doesn't work right. Damn, boy, he thick. That's a thick ass boy. I haven't even done Azrael yet. I forgot I needed to do that one. Whoops. Break out the sanding bit for that guy. He's a something else. Almost got V done though. In honor of Cyberpunk night. I hope they do the female version of V too for McFarlane. These are cool figures, man. I really like them. I want to get that other Johnny. I do want the other Johnny just because of the accessory, the one accessory he comes with. But I don't want to pay full price for, like I said, a duffel bag. And no matter where you go, these figures aren't exactly cheap. There we go. Yeah. Got some good ab articulation there. Pop the, see if we can pop this back into place by hand. Oh yeah. This is turning out pretty nice actually. As if there was any concern. Crazy that all those people from freaking, if you ordered from Best Buy, man, they got all their orders already there. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, what did I do with his legs? His legs is gone. I have no legs. Here we go. What do you mean if the game is good? It is. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I don't have Deathstroke, so I can't comment on him. I don't know if there's a way around or some way to make it better or something. There's always a way. It's just, can you do it easily? That's why I do a lot of these tutorials, because some of these things aren't very easy. This right here, this is probably the easiest mod, and even then, as we've seen from a few in here today, you can still be, you know, messed up and screw up your figure. Dang it, come on now. Yeah, I haven't got to see him, Ricky. Like I said, I had him on pre-order, and then Walmart just canceled him. Just decided to cancel him. I was like, oh dang, I kind of wanted to mess with him just to see if I could do anything with him, but I don't know. Maybe he's a lost cause. Maybe Deathstroke, maybe Slade Wilson was not meant to be great. Come on now. All right. Now we got V all set up. Look at that range. Sheesh. Yeah. Swivel, swivel. V set. He's ready. New ratchet joint that's in the torso. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that. So yeah, I'd definitely be interested to see what's going on in that thing then. Cut out the crotch piece and then glue the armor back on. For Deathstroke or... Come on, Samurai. We got a city to burn. Yeah, there was a review that I read, and they're like, yeah, they talked about how Keanu Reeves' parts were a little stiff. I'm like, no kidding. It's Keanu Reeves. Like, what? Yo, Revo Deathstroke is amazing. That's one of the best ones. Oh yeah, I think I have I have 3 Fortnite figures from McFarlane. I don't play the game. I'm not a fan, but I do like some of the designs. Yeah, dude. Get on it, cuz. Get on it. I'm definitely creating a character tonight. That's happening. That's gonna happen. So what happened here? Ricky, you said your Deathstroke was glued together? Oh, Ricky, did we talk about this? I thought me and you talked about this. I I bet we could fix that. If you still got that thing, I bet we could fix it. Unless you send it back to him. Oh, yeah. I remember we talked about that. Man. Yeah, that's a shame because that figure is awesome. No, I know that doesn't help. Sorry. There you go. We gave Johnny a little articulation there. He can kind of look up, but his hair stops him. He can look up a little bit. He can look down way more. So. Yeah, man, eBay's something else, dude. I'm hoping I know I won't get messed over because I'll give you your money back, but I just put in a well, let's just say I bought something very expensive for myself and it's a pre-order, so but I was able to save about $50 instead of buying it at retail, so I'm hoping that works out well. Yeah, that Revo dude, man, that Deathstroke's amazing. His joints were so smooth. Like, that's not something I usually get out of a Revo figure. You know, usually very ratchety and whatnot, which, you know, that's the Revo way. But I was just really impressed with how smooth the Deathstroke moved. Oh, man, Johnny, dude, this figure is just easy. Look at that. Bow. Some nice thigh cuts. Better range in his head. Look down. He looks up a little more, but you can't do much because of that hair, but he's looking good though. Ready to tear up Night City. Hyped, getting hyped. Time is just getting closer. Every second it gets closer. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, Revo War Machine is amazing. I got him this year, I think. Did he come out this year? I can't remember when he came out. Awesome. Either way, awesome figure. Really awesome figure. Oh man, I love these figures with the rubber torsos. I'm gonna see if I can't convince my wife to buy Cyberpunk. I was like, you can customize everything. She's like, oh, cool. I'm like, everything. She's like, wait. I'm like, yup. Everything. She's like, unnecessary and inappropriate. I was like, well, there's a nudity filter. She's like, what? It's like cracking me up. Is there a line that you want, but the price is just too much for you? Man, look at that. Love it. Yeah, like I said, I want those. I really want the new Ronin Warriors. I think for me, what happens are the things that that are too much for me are the things that I miss out on. Like I miss out, and then I try to go back and get them, like Persona 5, like Figma figures. Like if you don't get them right when they come out, and even if you do get them when they come out, like that Jin Sakai, that is so freaking expensive from Ghost of Tsushima. Like it's so expensive, and because you don't get like a whole lot with him. I'm buying him because the game is easily like the best game ever, but yeah, there's like some things like I said, like Persona 5. I'd love to get those figures. I got one, and then I bought a knockoff because the official one is just too dang expensive. So I'm hoping it's one of those really good KOs and not a crappy one like my infamous KO Snake, who is so bad. He's so bad, he's great. Ugh, gosh, I can't get this stinking leg back on. Come on. Ugh. Sometimes it's really hard to get back on, apparently. Come on. Here we go. Just a grown man struggling to put a plastic leg back on. There we go. That satisfying pop, though. Oh yeah, that Mezco Ghost Rider is up there. Or like some of the Storm collectible Shao Kahn. I had him on pre-order when he was 90 and I canceled it. I'm like, that's too much. Now I'm like, God. Now he's way too much. I hate that I missed that one. I should have got that on principle. And Mortal Kombat's my favorite fighting game. I love Mortal Kombat and Samurai Showdown. And I've bought every single Mortal Kombat line that's ever come out and been burned because if you're a fan, you know what those figures were like. Or they stop making them. They don't make the whole cast. Anything like that. They just always stop, like freaking Jazzwares or something like that. And so Storm's like this new company. Storm comes out, and I didn't invest into them, and I regret that. Now luckily my favorite Mortal Kombat is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat 3, and they're doing those figures, but you know who the boss of those games are? That's freaking Shao Kahn. So I missed out on that figure, and I'm really hoping they either release a Mortal Kombat 3 version, which is basically the same with a few minor tweaks and some, Mortal Kombat 3 like effects. But God, yeah, that one. I hate that I missed it. I really hate that I missed out on that one. That Mezco Darkseid, he's like made out of that he's like made out of marble or something, isn't he? So the Storm Collectibles figures, I bought the Lobo from Storm, and it is one of my favorite figures. That is one of my top 5 figures for 2020. The Storm Collectibles Lobo. Easily. That figure is so freaking good. Even if you're not going to collect Storm, you should get that Lobo. That Lobo is an amazing figure. And I think there's rumors of us getting his motorcycle, which would be crazy. It'd be expensive and big, but it'll be freaking awesome. Yeah, McFarlane's Cabal does it. Yeah. I wish they wouldn't have done the stinking Revenant version of Cabal, but, whatever. Let's do it. I wish he would just do it. Why is he not doing classic? Like, there's got to be something going on with licensing or something that's not allowing him to do classic figures, because we need a classic line. If he did that, I think I'd be all in on his Mortal Kombat line if he did classic figures. Yeah. Hey, Austin, what's up, dude? I'm working on your figures as we speak. Where did I order Lobo from? Where did I order him from? I think Amazon. Yeah, I think it was Amazon. God, it's hot. Oh, Austin, I think I'm actually good, man. I need like the other parts because I bought the Superman without the arms or the whatever pieces he comes with, legs maybe, and I I got that Batman with the arms, and I'm like, dang, that thing is nice. Like, the pieces already look cool. So now I'm trying to build the stinking thing. We'll see what happens. But somebody's already hooking me up with a torso. My man Tom, man, he hit me up right after the live feed, and he's like, "Hey, you want that torso?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How much?" He's like, "Nah, I got you." I'm like, "My man, thank you so much. That's so freaking cool." Because most people bought a bunch of those crows, and I know they don't need the extra torso, or unless they're selling it, that's awesome. But like, oh, that's cool, man. So, on Din Djarin, something really fun happened last time after I talked about not having him. One of the dudes that was in this room that I was actually working on a figure for hit me up and said he had an extra one. I was like, all right, how much you want? He said if I like, he had some other things that he wanted repaired. So we worked out a trade, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he shipped it off today. So I'll send all of his stuff. I told him I'd cover return shipping on everything else I'm sending out. And yeah, he said he'd send it out to me. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be here by the end of the week. Be freaking crazy. Super excited, man. That guy's getting a huge shout out. I owe him a lot. That meant a lot to me. I was after that figure. I've been watching that stupid thing for so long. God, that was really cool of him to do that. Yeah, I'm getting. So I've got both SH Figure Arts Mandos. I've got Black Series Mando. I'll be getting Mafex Mando. Like, you can't have enough Mando, dude. Yeah, Austin. How in the hell do you take a perfect episode prior to that, and then just completely dunk on it with another one? I'm like, dude, this show is freaking crazy. Dude, look at the range in this Batman head. That. Alfred. Shoot his little grapple hook up, or even standing on top of rooftop, looking down over his city. So good. Ugh. Head mods have been great today. I realize that I've left Azrael's for last, and this big one, man, he's still kind of an enigma. Yeah, I know, man. Just gotta wait for the Mando. Some thick plastic. Yeah, I think at this point, Oreo, it's okay to talk about Mando. I mean, if somebody in here hasn't seen Mando, you might want to look away from the chat because, you know, it's been 1 week, almost a week now. It's like past the weekend, you know what I mean? I think you got the time. There's got to be a point where everybody wants to talk about it now. It's new. Tamashii Nation's movie realization samurai line. That sounds dope. Oh, wait, are those? Oh, yeah, dude. Somebody gave one of my clients gave me a Captain America, and it is awesome. Dude, yeah, Oreo, man, I was dying at that. I looked at Christine and I was like, they made those handcuffs specifically for that baby. I want the Kylo Ren movie realization, man. I love Kylo Ren, dude. I don't care what anybody says about those movies. I like him, and that's that. And I want that movie realization, Samurai Kylo. Pretty stinking bad. I mean, I was cracking up with freaking little Grogu's over there, just like freaking stunting on these stormtroopers, and Moff's like, no, let him finish. I like the movies. I thought those movies were awesome, man. The second one obviously has got a lot of faults in it, but I love the first and the third one a lot. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like seeing him go. That really upset me, but I had a freaking blast in those movies, man. I saw the first one and the third one in the movie theater twice. Loved it. Yeah, it sucked, man, because I really liked Rey. I just wish they would have kind of like she started out and she ended the same, which was weird to me. You know, there was like kind of no development there. I liked her. I still like her, but I liked Poe. I thought he was freaking awesome. I was really disappointed in Phasma. Like that was just a waste, in my opinion. And then, but I loved Kylo Ren and freaking his little main man. He kept sliding around the ground, throwing him around and stuff. That cracked me up. Oh man, cracked me up, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of hate for those movies, and I don't understand it. But Finn, dude. He could have been so much more. Yeah, I like Finn. I really like John Boyega. I like him a lot. I wish they would have given him more to do. That was cool. I thought he was gonna. I think we all thought, and we knew he was destined for more. So yeah, a lot of the people that were like Luke loyalists were like, these movies suck because of what happened to Luke. And it was funny to me. They're like, he got old and he got like real grumpy and just this like bitter old man. I was like, you mean like you? Every single person I've talked to that was like mad about Luke becoming a bitter old man was becoming the same thing. It cracks me up, man. But nah, I don't know, man. They were fun. Hey, Solo was a fun movie, man. Solo was crazy fun. I thought that was gonna be garbage, and it was not. It's the opposite. I couldn't believe. I mean, he's Han Solo. He is not Harrison Ford. I mean, he's not Harrison Ford. He just no one is. But with that said, it was still really fun. I enjoy those movies. They're fun. I really liked Rogue One. That was really fun. It was a cool movie. I'm also like just a huge Adam Driver fan, so I think if Adam Driver wouldn't have been in those movies, then I wouldn't have been as into it probably. Although when Dominic Monaghan showed up just as a small role, I was like, yes, love that guy. They made movies to sell toys. When has that ever happened? That's not a real marketing practice. Yeah, dude. You go into Rogue One, you're like, this is gonna be awesome. Then all of a sudden, halfway through, you're like, oh wait. Oreo, I love that movie. Dude, when he cut his hand, I was losing it. That was one of the... Oh, man. I was just dying watching that. Yeah, me and my wife both loved it. It was awesome. What's up, Daniel H? Gosh, get in there. This belt is really high compared to the other figures on this Batman here. Come on. There we go. No, had it. Come on. What the heck? Sometimes these rubber pieces are just a pain. There we go. Did I ever play the Arkham games? Yep. I played all of them except for Origins, which I heard was actually a pretty good game, but I just never got around to playing it. Alright, Julian, you take care, man. What's up, Andrew Milton? Thanks, man. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate that. Let's pop some legs on this Bruce. Man, Don, I feel like I do remember that. Was it called Troops? Man, I feel like I remember that. What's up, Tom Fleury? Hope everybody here is having a good holiday season. Torso feels a little loose. Got a Flashpoint Batman coming in the mail tomorrow. Nice. I might have a guy that frequents the live streams might be getting me one as well. Really hoping he can find me one. Because I know in my area I'm not going to find it. Let's put some super glue on this boy. Got Qui-Gon and original Black Series mod. Dang, you got Qui-Gon? That's awesome. I want that, the figure arts version of him. But that's expensive. I imagine we'll get another one, and with better articulation as well. Dang it. Alright, let's heat that up. Pop this out. Danko slinging figs. Making this a little tighter. Yeah, I imagine so. I imagine we'll get re-releases on almost all of those. Oh, that'd be cool, yeah. I hope they keep going further into like Clone Wars and Rebels. I want that Clone Wars Obi-Wan so bad, man, in the freaking Stormtrooper outfit. I think it's so cool. I think I got this tighter. Cool. Yeah, and there's also a new, like, deluxe Boba Fett coming, right? 2-0, no kidding? Hit me up, man. Yeah, sometimes on the older figures, they on the older, I say the older ones, the first what is it, the first McFarlane figures that come out, like if I do these mods on them, they get a little loose, so I try to tighten them up a little bit. Take care, Ricky, man. Thank you for showing up. Danko, you gotta be kidding me, man. I just bought that Hoth Leia. The face on it's really good. It looks exactly like Carrie Fisher. It's ridiculous. Batman's pretty cool now. Appreciate it, Ricky, man. You take care. Yeah, I actually ended up. I got all the indoor figures. I got the Leia, Luke, and Han. I really like the Luke and the Han, but Leia, man, that face is pretty bad. Oh man, sorry about that, Austin. Heck, next time you can send, if you got another job, send him over and I'll go back in on him. No charge, of course. Sometimes it happens, man. I like get in there and it's like I try so hard to tighten them up, and I don't want them to like get too tight to where it like breaks. But I don't know if these things are gonna break or not. They're pretty sturdy, so. Yeah, I was surprised to even find those, but I saw when I went online, I saw that Leia and Han were about the same price, 19.99 or so, and then what was it? Luke was a little higher. Oh yeah, Oreo, you got to be careful, man. Do you have a first release or do you have the? Did you have the re-release? The re-releases pegs seem way better, way better. I've actually fixed. I fixed those pegs before too. Yeah, and they'll make the what happens is the hand holes are too small for the pegs, and that's what happens on Mezco too. Oh, I know. Yeah, T Dog. I found one at. I went to Denton not too long ago to the movie trading company over there, and they had the original speeder bike for $50. Unfortunately, it was missing some pieces, but I bought it anyway. I never got one, so they had him and the troop. They had the bike and the trooper. It was missing the flight stand, which I was like, that's fine. And then when I get home, it's missing like the dang clutch, the accelerator on it. I'm like, but hopefully the new one is just the original. I think the new one's just the original one with different paint, so I'm gonna have it cast, and then I'll have it complete. Yeah, I'd like to have a second one, but I don't want to go overboard. But you know, once those things go up, they're gonna be freaking. Because they're still $49.99 right now for a pre-order. But once those things release, I don't know. We'll see how the price works. But I know everybody I know has freaking ordered those. At least one. Team Holiday Trooper. Those things are hilarious, man. I've seen all of them so far. I just haven't bought any of them. Oh man, a dewback. That'd been nice. I wish I would have been collecting, man, because they had the Luke Speeder and Ray's little scavenger thing for like $10 each at my Walmart on clearance. But I wasn't collecting. I should have bought that speeder just on principle. That's a hell of a price for a vehicle. Yeah, I think with just the success of Mando and everything like that, I think we're just going to be. I mean, Star Wars is never going away. It's just not going to happen, whether it's classic. And even the new stuff, you know, a lot of people do like the new stuff, and it was a success. But Mando has just done something for Star Wars that I don't think they ever dreamed was going to happen. Everybody passed on the do bag. Well, you shouldn't regret it. You obviously didn't want it that bad when it was out. We all got those regrets, man. That's why we make those impulse buys. I still haven't got my freaking token Razar, though, from NECA. Still waiting on those things to ship. Everybody I know has gotten theirs. Ridiculous. Damn, you got 2 TIE fighters? God, those things are huge. I don't even know where I would where would I put it? Where would I even put that thing? Be insane. Charlie Cox is joining Spider-Man 3. Oh my god, if that's true, then we're in for greatness. It sounds like they're going to be going back to the Raimi verse as well because all right, Austin. Well, I hate that you don't have yours, but it makes me feel better that I'm not the only one because I was like, dude, what's going on right now? Yeah, you find a way, right? That's what I did with this quarter scale freaking Aquaman. I was like, where am I gonna? I remember getting it. I was like, where am I gonna put this thing? And here recently, I found a spot for my sideshow Aquaman too. I was very happy with that. Well, no, man, that's the thing. So Austin, it's kind of crazy. Like my buddy Hugo Dorado, he's one of, you know his work for sure. He's the guy that actually designed the Ninja Turtle shirt that says "I'm actually in my 30s." Um, he does amazing scope work and whatnot, but he lives in Brazil, so um, he couldn't get them. So I was like, well, I've got 2 of them. I ordered 2 of them coming to my house, but one of them's already spoken for a friend. So if you want, have yours shipped to my grandfather's house so they don't see like, hey, this dude's trying to order more than 2 or something. I don't want my orders canceled. And his actually arrived at my grandfather's house last week. So it's crazy. Dang, Ken Davis picking up TIE fighters too. It's crazy. I do want that snow speeder. I think that's cool. I think I would like. There are 2 vehicles that I would want if I were to pick those up, and I love the Y wing, and the my favorite would be Dash Rendar's Outrider or Outlander. Can't remember the name of it. But Dash Rendar is one that I want in Black Series form or Figure Arts or Mafex or anything. I want Dash Rendar so freaking bad. It's not even funny. That is the one for me. No, they're the only Dash figure. I remember I actually used to have the. They had a 3 3/4 inch figure. I had the 3 3/4 inch figure, and I had his spaceship, but I sold it not too long ago. Might be able to add some articulation to this. God, I'm tired. Yeah, man, that would be amazing. It'd be so awesome to get Dasher and Dar. Gendy Tartakovsky's Clone War series? I guess not. Yeah, no kidding. We're gonna be getting Mandalorians for as long as this show is going on. We'll get so many of them. It's ridiculous. Imagine they'll put out a 2 pack with like his first armor and then his final armor. Yeah, T Dog, man, he got his token Rezar. It's crazy. No, I didn't go in on the Razor Crest. Glad I didn't. No, I love that. Oh man, Oreo Mega, me too. That'd be awesome. I agree. I hope so too. I hope that they don't just throw those away because I know there's a lot of, I don't know, a lot of unnecessary hate towards those films. A little too much. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Better Rogue One. Yeah, that show. Man, we're gonna get a. So, aren't we supposed to get like a? What's his name? Oh god, I can't think. I'm hungry. Was it what the hell's his name? The guy in Rogue One. Was it? I want to keep saying Kestian, but I don't think that's right. Whoever him and K2SO. Like I thought we are supposed to get a show about him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought I'd heard that we're supposed to be getting that. Tell you what you can do though. I saw this. My buddy Todd Ortiz, Rectangular, showed off something that you can do that's pretty cool. You can take one of those Peg Warman Ray figures that you were talking about, and he said you can just take the, look at this, you can put it on your Ahsoka. And what's really cool is, so what I had to do is you just got to cut the little piece right here, and it actually sits pretty well on her head, honestly, because you know it's a little too big to begin with, so it looks good. But then if you take her head and pull this piece back, which the head can actually pop off. But then if you put it like that, then it will actually keep the hood down, or you can actually put it in there as well. So pretty dope. That was pretty cool. And those figures, that she's super cheap, so dude, yeah, man, those those the Oscar Isaac heads were not good. Dude, I've known Todd for freaking ever, man. He goes back. He goes way back to the days when we were doing like the tiny chats. These things there was a old program called Tiny Chat where you could fire up just like what we're doing right now. Only instead, you guys were jumping in with video cameras instead, and so you just jump in and we shoot the breeze, and that's how we met. It's crazy. We used to do that stuff all the time. We had a lot of freaking chats. A lot of chats. Yeah, the cloak idea is dope, man. Yeah, I definitely give Todd Ortiz credit for that one, man. And what was even cooler is my buddy Corey over at Casting Cave. He like hooked me up with some of those. He's just not really a fan of the new movies, so he had all these figures, and he's like, "You want them?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, I like that stuff." So he sent them over to me, and I had this Ray figure, and I looked at that, and I was like, "Oh, cool." So I took it off. I was like, because I thought she didn't need the cape, honestly, the cloak. Okay, I think this is my last one. I got one more for you, Austin. I got one more. So close to being done with your order. So freaking close. I really thought I was going to get it done tonight. Oh yeah, Oreo. Absolutely. I was graduating college. You were learning how to spell it. Alright. That's one Azrael done. Yeah, it's this one. Which, man, there's not like there's not a whole lot, and you know this, there's not a whole lot we can do. I can give him more range in the stomach and whatnot, and what I'm going to do is, since I've messed with this before, since I own this one, what you do is, this is wild that this is even an option. You don't make the thigh cuts because the thigh cuts are already there. So these are the big pegs that actually go on here. So what you have to do is go in. Hell, let's see if we can just finish it off. Let me try and heat this up. Pop out these pieces real quick. I'd like to finish this off. I'd like to get one job out this week, so. Weird smell. Oh, Oreo, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, man. It's because all the good stuff happened early on. You missed it. Get off my lawn. There you go. Tell him. Tell him, T. Tell him. Get off my lawn. That's a lot of plastic. There's like a handful of good comics that have come out. Like, just about anything from IDW has been pretty dang solid. There's Transformers and Ninja Turtle stuff is amazing. Oh man, comics were everything. Yeah, comics were everything for me growing up, dude. We lived in a very, very, very small town, and I was so fortunate that the owner of like the little supermarket on the corner that we went to had one of those comic stands where you got to go through, and he had Excalibur. And so I read Excalibur, and God, Nightcrawler was my favorite. My grandma, actually, she had bought me the Dark Phoenix saga, the original, at a garage sale. So awesome. Wow. Like, I remember the death of Superman. It was like, what? What is happening? Oh, 80s kids definitely push the toy collecting community. 'Cause now we got money. Now we got money and all this stuff. Did I say I'm not a fan of the newest Marvel Legends Nightcrawler? That figure is perfection almost. No, I love that thing. I absolutely love that figure. I have like 5 of them. Uh-oh, I'm yawning. Means I'm tired. So close. Just gotta hang in there. Fucking Cyber Frog, wow. Crazy. Haven't heard that in a long time. So yeah, this is really weird, but and I've mentioned this before, but on the Azrael Batman armor, They already have the thigh swivels there. They still put this in here, but this doesn't do anything. But this right here should be what's moving. Unfortunately, it's like it's just too dang tight. So, trying to sand this out a little bit. Oh yeah, new Savage Dragon. That'd be cool. Bring the Wildcats back. Bring back the Wildcats. Bring back freaking Prime. All the crazy stuff. Yeah, Austin, the funny thing is, like, I'm going to mod yours before mine. I opened him up and I was like, alright. Never finished it. Yeah, I think that's all it takes right there. Just grab yourself, make sure you extend out your sanding bit, going like this, and just do it. I'll have to wait for these all to cool down to see if it worked correctly, but what's up, Elm Street? I think you showed up just in time to see me leave. I'm running on fumes here, guys. I'm tired. Yeah, Elm Street, it should. Actually, it'll probably work better. If it's bent and it's soft plastic, then generally heating it up will actually make it go back to its original form. Which is pretty freaking cool. Austin, I did, but I actually ended up getting it for a friend. I gave it to my friend Anthony for his birthday. I actually have the Build-A-Figure. I need to get another one at some point, but he had canceled his pre-order and he didn't have a Kingpin, so I figured he can have mine. Whoops. Come on. Dang it, I hate it when they don't pop back on. Okay. Heck. Some of these have been doing this tonight. Like, they just don't... Oh, the alt head is tight. Huh? No, I believe you, man, because actually that's been kind of an issue with a lot of the interchangeable heads I've noticed. The rogues and stuff, and like the heads that sit really too high. So yeah, you could just Dremel that baby out a little bit, and it'll pop right on. There it went. Gosh, dang. Oh man, Austin, this thing is awesome. Oh, I can't wait to do this with mine. Dang it. This is nice, dude. Oh man. This worked out really well. Although I think I snapped the plastic on mine whenever I was messing with it. I tried to take out the plastic a different way like an idiot, and it freaking snapped it. Oh man, I wish this would go in. I'm like feeling so weak right now. God dang, I'm like hungry and tired and all sorts of fun. It just could have finished the job. If we could just finish the job. Got one leg on. Ow, god dang. Ow. This stuff acts so funky sometimes. Let's see here. That's what happens when you have it on backwards. Sheesh. That's how you know. That's how you know it's time. Dude, yeah. It's weird, man. Like, why did they make... Oh, there it goes. That's why the leg wouldn't go on. Just like that. Boom. And boom. Dude, check this out. So, we... Look at that. Wow. They're there. They're freaking there. You just gotta loosen them up. Okay. I need to tighten this up a little bit. Yeah, this is freaking awesome, guys. It's insane. Wow. The thigh mod is the thigh cut is literally there. Like, you don't even have to do a whole lot. Just get it and Dremel it out, but still, I mean, I guess there is finesse in that, but still, it's so weird that it's already there. And just like that, Austin, your job. is done. Tighten up this peg a little bit. Oh, right on, man. Well, thus concludes part 2 of another McFarlane mod extravaganza. Wow, man, this figure's awesome now. You can get him in you can get him in some poses. I can't believe that's there. I just can't believe that's there. I wonder if they meant to do that and like, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I'll get to you. I like getting paid. That's always nice. Alright. Cool, guys. Well, that concludes the tonight's broadcast. Yeah. No kidding. Alright, guys. Hope everybody has a good night. If you're playing Cyberpunk, it's going live in like 42 minutes. Super exciting. And as always,